There's some big news regarding Fiona Harvey that has come out over the past 24 hours. The first one being about the courts and the legal system, and then the second part of the video will be talking about the Facebook page that she recently started up and has since shut down. Very coincidentally. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the first part, which is all to do with the legal stuff. So, there has been this that has been filed on the 29th of August, so it was about 3 days after Fiona Harvey, Richard Roth, and the Roth law firm all responded to basically Netflix's motion to dismiss the trial. And basically, within that, there was 3 sections. So the first section was Richard Roth. The second section was Fiona Harvey. And then the third section was a file for dismissal of Richard Gadd's testimony and his exhibit, so all of his emails. Laura Ray's testimony and all of her emails and all of her correspondence. And finally was Michelle Oakley's, or Louise Michelle Oakley, sorry's, testimony. And basically, the courts have responded to this, very interestingly. So we can see, obviously, we've got a case number, date, title, Fiona Harvey versus Netflix Incorporated, President Honourable R. Gary Klausner, United States District Judge, who of course is the guy who is in charge at the moment of this case. And then obviously we can see that attorneys for both the defendants and the plaintiff are not present, but proceedings in chambers are a motion to strike declaration of Laura Ray, Richard Gadd and Louise Michelle Oakley. On August 26, 2024, Fiona Harvey, the plaintiff, filed a motion to strike 3 declarations filed in support of the special motion to strike filed by Netflix Incorporated and Netflix Worldwide Entertainment LLC, collectively the defendants. The plaintiff's motion was filed too late to be considered prior to the simultaneously with defendant's motion in which it was set for a hearing on September 16, 2014. Accordingly, the court construes plaintiff's motion as the ex parte application. To justify ex parte relief, the movant must demonstrate that she will be irreparably prejudiced if the underlying motion is heard according to the regular notice motions procedures, and that she is without fault in creating the crisis that requires ex parte relief, or that the crisis occurred as a result of excusable neglect. And then the plaintiff fails to meet the mission power standard. Plaintiff has not been aware of the material that she now wishes to strike for nearly 1 month. In fact, the plaintiff could have filed regularly noticed motion to compliance with the court's procedures for noticing motions for the district meet and confer requirement any time between August 12, 2024 and August 19, 2024. Plaintiff offers no explanation for her tardiness. Accordingly, the court denies the application, meaning that basically all of the emails that Richard Gadd and the voicemails and the letters that Richard Gadd supplied within his very own, statements and his court documents will be used in the court trial. Laura Ray's testimony will be used in the court trial, and so will Louise Michelle Oakley's hypothetical legal response. You know, if she was to try Fiona Harvey for, legal grounds. Today, if the accusations were going on, that will also still stand in the court for the case. So that's very interesting. Obviously, it's no surprise that the courts wanted, that Richard Roth and Fiona Harvey wanted that struck out, because, of course, it doesn't paint a very positive light on Fiona Harvey whatsoever. Obviously, the emails are incredibly racist, homophobic, sexually active, if you will, and incredibly aggressive at times. And quite horrific at times as well. But, that's kind of that. So, all of that will be used as part of the testimony. All of that will be used as part of the trial. I believe the preliminary hearing is today at the time of recording. So I'll be very intrigued. It's not happened as of yet. So I'll be very intrigued to see what happens and when it happens. But the next part of this video, obviously yesterday, at the time of recording, I made a video about Fiona Harvey's brand new Facebook page. And it went live, and I checked it out, and some of the pages, and some of the posts. I didn't get through all of it, because there was literally, it was being updated as I was reading, so I literally couldn't keep up. But I have been informed that today, the page has been, pretty much struck down. Quite literally struck down. Which is weird. because literally all of the posts and all of the ramblings have been taken down. We've got a post from the 6th of June and then one from 12 hours ago that says, "Sorry supporters group typo. Thank you for all your kindness. There has been very little of that in the last 6 months. I'm not happy with the trolls and I want them to leave me alone." And then before you know it, boom. All of the posts are gone. Every single one. Gone. Struck down, disappeared. Now, the person that let me know about this is a very, very active person who's been very, very good. Like, to be fair, she's the one that we need to be thanking for all of the content that I've had so far. But they made me aware, and I'm not going to share the email because obviously it's they couldn't get the screenshot of the post in time. But this is the hypothetical reason as to why the page might have been taken down. Now, this could have been, you know, Fiona might have been told by the lawyers, you know, take it down. This isn't a good look. Take it down right now. Take all these posts down. But within one of her rambles, she obviously goes on to talk about the person that essayed Richard Gadd, all right, in the show, you know, the producer. And apparently she said that she had sources that was telling her who these people could have possibly been, like a short list of names. But she never actually names anyone in the posts that I read. But apparently she did actually drop 2 names of people who could have been the potential assaulter. All right. And apparently the names that she dropped were Sean Foley and David Walliams. Apparently they were the people that Fiona Harvey accused or pointed the finger at of being the SA. All right. The assaulter in this instance. Unfortunately, you know, I don't have any screenshots to prove this, but apparently this is what was said, and I know a lot of people were keeping up to date with the Facebook page, so you might have seen it and you might be able to back up that down in the comments, but obviously that doesn't actually mean whatsoever that these people actually did that. Apparently, those are the names that she listed off within her Facebook rambles, and then shortly after those names were dropped, before you know it, it's suddenly, well, it's disappeared. The Facebook page has been not taken down, but the posts have been taken down, and it's gone very, very quiet over there. So it's very interesting, but there have been some other developments with a lot of different things that have been going on, but we're going to, well, what do you guys think of that, first of all? Like, I mean, to name drop Sean Foley and David Walliams is utterly ridiculous. The fact that Laura Ray's testimony and all of the exhibits are going to be used in the court documents are pretty fantastic. I'm chuffed to bits about that because it really does kind of paint a picture about this character. Fiona Harvey, that is, not Martha. But the contrast between the two. And then obviously Louise Michelle Oakley was someone that came in and their testimony was used by Netflix, for anyone that doesn't know. And the idea was that she would come in and give a hypothetical, basically, like, I guess what's the word when you conviction, a hypothetical conviction if this was to stand trial today, you know, from what she did a few years ago based on the exhibits that she's seen. I think it was class 1 stalking of the first degree, harassment of the first degree, and there was like an 8-year prison sentence attached to it, and that will be included within the court trial as well. Very interesting stuff, but what do you guys think of all this? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. While you're down there, be sure to jump to get the hell out of that like button, and until next time, I'll speak to you later. Peace.